Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the vlog. You know it's going to be a great vlog when I have a rabbit in my hand. I've got Lucy ready to go. Yeah, that's right. We're going to feed some giant snakes, and we're going to feed the rest of the Reptarium as well. So she is ready to go. Woo! Ah! Whew, that's an adrenaline rush. That's the way I like to start my day for sure. I tell you what, you never want to get a food bite when it comes to an animal like that. I'll talk more about that in the vlog. But again, we're going to feed our giant snakes. We have rabbits, we have rats, we have mice. We're going to be feeding the entire Reptarium. It's going to be a great day for those of you that like feeding snakes. I think you're going to like this vlog. Next up is Ivy, the green anaconda. She is way up top again. Not in exactly the best position, meaning that I have to just go right in the cage, and hopefully she is going to be ready to take it. Come on, girl. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Seriously, this, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Ow. Oh, okay. Here you go, Ivy. Here you go, girl. Oh. I kind of figured that was going to be the case, that she was going to jump out at it like that. She was just so tucked back there. If I went in with my arm, I knew I was within striking range and there was nothing I could do. So I gave her the little butterscotch toss and she took that rabbit like a champ. Next up is my girl Perdida. Hey girl, and she is definitely looking like she's ready to go. Here you go, baby. Want a little food? Ah, there you go, sweetheart. She is such a gentle soul, I tell you what. And really there's a couple types of bites, right? I talk about this in the past, and the fact that there's like the defensive bite that is get away, I'm afraid, you're just trying to get away. And then there's the food bite. The food bite is always a mistake on the keeper's part, right? It means that somehow I got in the way of them thinking that my hand was food. Maybe they missed the rabbit, missed the rat, whatever, continue to lunge and grab, not you. That is definitely the worst bite because they're grabbing, they're constricting, they're not letting go, whereas defensive bites are typically bam, bam, and they're done, right? Now, again, it's always our fault when we get food bit, and even then, you know, it's not the end of the world. I've been food bitten tons of times, even by really large snakes, and I've never even been to the hospital. That's not to mean you can't be, but I'll talk more about that as we get feeding. Check this out. This is actually really cool. Nova and Lilith, of course, down here, she's always kind of up in the branch way up top, and he's been kind of courting for the last little bit. As I walked by, I saw him bobbing his head, and she's down here, which is really good because remember, she's laid 2 clutches, but it didn't look like she was going to lay a third. She's starting to swell up a little bit. I think she might actually lay a 3rd clutch, and the fact that they're down together, he's bobbing, he's courting, probably going to mate. That is pretty exciting. We got 7 more eggs that still look good that should be hatching in the next, I don't know, week and a half, 2 weeks tops. The 4 little babies are doing amazing. Getting another clutch, that would be pretty awesome. Next up is the Dominican red mountain boa, Mr. Nubbins here. He is such a cutie. Come on, little buddy. Oh, there you go. Oh, that is so awesome. I love these guys. They're so cool. They're just a weird kind of boa. You know, they're long, they're slender, they're cool. I'm happy that we have one here at the Reptarium, and he is a beauty. It's great that Night Fury has graduated up. Woo! It's great that Night Fury has graduated up to rabbits. He's really putting on some size. Now, here we go, bud. Oh, wow, he's being weird today. Oh, there he goes. He grabbed it now. He was being a little weird. It's like, oh, I don't know if I want that. Again, sometimes when you're switching from rats to rabbits, they can be a little apprehensive. So the more I feed him rabbits, the more he's going to be going with it. So definitely a nice meal for my buddy Night Fury. Daisy is definitely ready to eat. There's no doubt about it. And again, what I always say is that the way you really avoid injury when you're getting bit is to not pull away, right? That's why I've never been to the hospital from a bite, is whether it's a food bite or it's a defensive bite, I always go with the bite. And that's kind of how you stay away from rippage, right? Because that's how you can really get hurt. But let's go ahead and get Daisy a little meal here because she's ready to go. Here you go, baby. Here you go. Oh my gosh. Whoa! That was aggressive for her. She normally doesn't take food that aggressively, so it's good to see her turned on like that, but ooh, doggy girl, she was really ready to eat today. Next up is Casper. I can't see Casper's head, so I have no idea where he actually is. I have to be a little careful with this one. Casper, where you at, buddy? Where you at, bud? Where you at? I don't know where he's at. Where you at? Whoop. Come on, Casper. Here he is. Whoa. Come on, Casper. Come on, buddy. Huh. This is unusual. Casper doesn't ever refuse food. Come on, buddy. Want to try? Oh, tell you what, I don't think Casper's gonna eat. Look at, he's just cruising up like crazy trying to get away. So I'll go ahead, skip Casper. That's kind of how it goes. Over here at the Reptarium, I'll be honest with you, snakes almost always eat, but every now and then they go off. So what can you do? I'll just leave Casper alone for the night and let him cruise around by himself. Sorry, bud. And I realize that not pulling away from something that is striking at you is totally counterintuitive, right? Because our reaction is to jerk away as soon as we're gonna get bit, like we can avoid the bite. But trust me, it's way better not to. And speaking about an animal I don't want to get bit by, Butterscotch is one of them. So let's go see if she wants to eat. She's usually very acrobatic. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Here she comes. Here she comes. Oh my gosh, come on, girl. Whoa! Here we go. Oh, there she is, right there. I love it how she just grabs it out of the air. And that's kind of reminds me of what they might do in the wild, right? Something's gonna be coming by and they're just gonna lunge in and grab it like that. What an awesome animal, I tell you what. But as long as I'm tossing, I'm not in the way. She can't strike at me as long as I'm tossing the rabbit. But I'll go ahead and get her back up in here and let her eat in peace. Sunrise definitely has turned on since we moved her into this really large enclosure. She's even more interested in food these days. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't just open this up without getting bitten. Woo! Here you go, girl. Here you go, baby. Here you go. Ah, there it is. She's always a really good feeder. There's no doubt about it. And again, now that she's got a little bit more space in here, look at all the space she has in this enclosure right here. It's really kind of turned her on to really feeding more. I think she's gonna grow a lot over the next 6 months. Rabbit number 2 for my girl, Lucy. Hey, girl. Here you go, sweetheart. You want another rabbit? Come on, I'm gonna have to go in here and get her. Ah, there you go, sweetheart. And the thing is, the second time around, she's always much less aggressive, right? She's just kind of more like lunge, barely take it away. That's why my foot is literally inches away from her face and I'm not worried about it. After that first rabbit, it's kind of like, okay, I've been fed now I can take it. And these are kind of small rabbits, so I'm probably gonna give Lucy 3 rabbits today. Let's go ahead and see if Pickles wants to eat. Definitely, whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, I'd say she wants to eat. Here you go, girl, here you go. Oh gosh. I've never seen her so energetic in my life. And by the way, guys, while I'm doing this feeding, do me a favor, go down in the comments, tell me, do you keep reptiles? If you do keep reptiles, tell me which kind you keep. And also, if you keep snakes, what's your favorite feeding story? Or for that matter, what's your favorite bite story, right? Because we have been talking about bites, but Pickles here, I wouldn't want to get bit by her, that's for sure. She was ready to eat today. Take a look. Remember earlier I said Nova was courting? Well, he's actually trying to breed right now. He's actually right on top of Lilith. How absolutely amazing. Since I've had Ivy here, she's been feeding like crazy, but this is the first time I'm gonna offer her a second rabbit. And I gotta be honest with you guys, these have a crazy strike. They're not like a normal python or something like that. This is an animal I don't want to get bit by because I've been bit by bigger anacondas. It's really a tough bite. So I'm gonna do the best I can do to get her to eat without me getting bit. Another one? There it goes. Oh, again, you could just see the strength of that strike. She grabs it, she coils it, she rips it. That would be an animal that would be hard to follow through. If she grabbed me, it'd be hard for me to even get in there because it's such a violent strike compared to most snakes, but absolutely incredible. And hey, Ivy just ate her second rabbit, which means she's just gonna get bigger and bigger. I'm gonna go ahead and feed Sunrise another rabbit real quick. Here you go, baby. There you go, girl. There we go. Again, these rabbits are pretty small, so I think that's okay. And by the way, I have a kind of theory that maybe rabbit scent is what turned Casper off. So I'm gonna try to offer him a rat and see if he'll take it. Again, let's see if this will work. I have no idea if it will, but oftentimes scent is a big part of snakes. So he may not have liked the rabbit scent, but he may have no problem with the rat scent. Be careful, bud, be careful. See, right off the rip. I guess I know a little bit about snakes, right? Casper just wanted a rat instead of a rabbit. Again, sometimes switching from rats to rabbits, that happens. It just takes a little while for them to get on it. He's eaten a couple rabbits recently, but now he just wants some rats, which is fine. So I'll give him a whole bunch of rats today. I'm gonna try to feed Jeffrey for the first time. And just like what happened with Casper, you need to get to know your animals and how they feed and what's going on. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the first time I've ever fed Jeffrey. So I have no idea what he's gonna be like. So I'm gonna go ahead and just see if I can figure him out. Come on, whoop, here he comes. Don't have a lot of space. Whoa, yeah. So I can see that he's a pretty energetic feeder. So next time I gotta know. The thing is that I don't have a lot of space when I'm going in here, and I don't have a lot of vertical space. So when they're striking forward, they could very well miss that rat and get my hand. So I definitely took some notes about feeding Jeffrey next time, but I'm glad to see that his first meal at the Reptarium was a success. My girl Honey, the piebald ball python, is up next. Here you go, sweetheart. Here you go. There it is. And when a snake grabs a rodent, they actually have what's called recurved teeth. So the teeth kind of go backwards, right? Because you got to remember, let's say a fuzzy little rodent is running down the way, it's got to be able to grab it and hold on to it. Those teeth have to not only get through the fur, but when they do actually grab, that animal can't get away. It's almost like a fishing hook, right? When a fishing hook gets a fish, the fish can't back away from it. The same thing goes when it comes to reptiles. The good news is when you do get bit by a reptile, they have an anticoagulant that helps kind of digest food. So a lot of times you bleed a lot. That's why you really rarely get an infection when you get a snake bite. As a matter of fact, with me, I've been bit 100,000 times, and I have never had an infection even once from a snake bite. The white-lipped python is always a big striker for sure. Again, just knowing your animals and knowing where you can be is important. She definitely, whoops, see that? Definitely strikes a lot. It's very energetic. I love it because when they strike, they coil around really a ton of times, and they definitely squeeze it like it's alive. Those guys are unbelievably energetic and super beautiful. Let's go ahead and see if Verde wants to eat. She's been a little weird the last couple weeks, so let's see if she'll take a rat for me. Come on, girl. You want to eat? Here you go, girl. I don't know what she's got going on over here. Come on, girl. Looks like she wants it, but she's just not ready to take it yet. But she might just crawl up and open her mouth. No, maybe not. I think what I'll do is I'll just leave it in there for the night. She really looked interested, but she didn't want to strike it. She's such a calm girl, so I'll just leave it in there and we'll check in the morning and hopefully she'll have eaten it. I'm gonna go ahead and give Daisy her second rabbit. She is definitely fired up today. There's no doubt about that. I haven't seen her this kind of excited about food in a long, long time. There she is. Got it for sure. I tell you what, that is absolutely incredible. I love it when she's fired up like this, because in the wintertime she slows her food down a lot, unlike Lucy that eats all the time. But it's so cool to see her eat. And just so you guys know, the entire process of feeding can sometimes take, 4 or 5 hours at the zoo here. Of course, BHB is completely different, but just so you guys know how much time it actually takes me. All right, we're gonna ready for butterscotch number 2. Let's hope she's all right. Oh, she's coming quick. She's coming quick. It's okay, girl. It's okay. Oh, here you go, girl. Come on. Whoa. Whoo. Come on, girl. Come on. There she goes. Whoa. Sheesh. Again, miss the rabbit. That's, That's what I was talking about with a keeper mistake, right? I actually had her miss the rabbit, and when she missed the rabbit, she came lunging towards me. If she would have been a little closer, she could have got my arm. Trust me, it's happened to me more times than I ever want to admit. But in this case, it all worked out. Number 3 for Lucy. Come on, girl. Come on, sweetheart. Oh, this is, whoa, she's coming fast. Whew, I had to step away for a second there. Come on, baby. Come on, get over here. Get over here. Whoa. I'm not really sure what that was about. She spooked me for a second. She come flying up, and then she just kind of opened her mouth and I put it in there. So, oh my God, what a great, great snake. And the very last snake that we're gonna feed here at the Reptarium is this black-headed python here. Unbelievably beautiful snake. Come on, little buddy. You're always happy to eat. Come on. Oh, damn, there he goes. Definitely a monster. There's no doubt about that. I love that snake. Definitely a good way to end the feeding. I tell you what, that was really amazing. I mean, Ivy ate 2 rabbits, Lucy ate a few rabbits, everything ate really good. Even Casper ended up taking a rat. There's something about when all of your animals eat, it's like the satisfaction. It's almost like this was a job good, well done, and that you can kind of rest a little easy. I mean, I love feeding snakes, and I love it when my snakes are healthy and happy. And right now, they all have big bellies of food. There's no doubt about that. And speaking of bellies of food, it might be about that time for me to go get a belly of food. Guys, there is no doubt when you're feeding huge animals, it can be exhilarating. It's a little bit scary, but I tell you what, I've been doing it my whole life and I love it to death. They're so absolutely amazing. If you enjoyed feeding giant snakes, here's another video I think that you'll definitely like. Here's a playlist of me feeding all kinds of stuff. Over here, you can hit that subscribe button. While you're at it, can you turn those post notifications on? Have an absolutely wonderful day and be kind to someone. I promise. I'll see you guys tomorrow.